The students, already we went through the introduction part. So now in exercise 13.1, what you're going to do, you're going to observe the combination of solids in our daily life. See, if you see a container carrying petroleum products or other kerosene, what you're going to do, what you're going to observe, the container will be of this shape. So what you can observe is this container is made up of 4 different solids. 2 hemispheres and 2 cylinders will be incorporated into this particular container. So in our daily life, even if you observe toy, so this toy is a combination of core as well as hemisphere. So even when you take a wooden block, and if you observe, if there is a wooden block with hemispherical depression, so these all are example for combination of solids. So now in this particular exercise 13.1, what you are going to do, you are going to find the total surface area and the volume of the combination of the so you are not going to study about the volume in this particular exercise 13.1, but you are going to study total surface area and curved surface area or lateral surface area of the combination of the solids. So why we need to study? One thing, see, if I want to paint this outer surface area of the container, so if I want to paint the outer surface area of the container, I should be knowing the surface area. So based on the area, I can buy a paint. So if I want to buy a paint, I need to calculate the total surface. How can I calculate? So with the help of the formula, and we are going to make use of the formula. But see, suppose if I want to measure the total surface area of this one, 1, 2, 3, 4. So for this, see, what I need this curved surface area. So it is 2 pi, so if it is of radius r1. So suppose say the diameter is same across all the 4 segments, means 2 pi r square plus pi r square h1, if it is h1, if it is h2, then pi r square h2 plus 2 pi r square will give me the total surface area of this particular container. So in this how you are going to calculate the total surface area in case of exercise 13.1. We'll go through exercise 13.1. So please wait. Question. So before that they have given one statement. Unless stated otherwise, take pi is equal to 22/7. See, if they have given the value of pi, we need to make use of that. If it is not given, in that case we need to make use of pi is equal to 22/7. So the first question, 2 cubes each of volume 64 centimeter cube. 64 centimeter, because volume means it will be measured in terms of cubic units. 64 centimeter cube are joined end to end. Find the surface area of the resulting cuboid. See, if this is one cube and other cube is placed upon this. Fine. Now, see what they have given. They have given volume of a cube. Volume of a cube is equal to a cube. Okay, which is equal to 64 centimeter cube. Then a will be equal to cube root of 64. Fine. What is the cube root of 64? 4 centimeter. So this will be 4 centimeter. This will be 4 centimeter. And this height will be 4 centimeter, as well as this height will be 4 centimeter. See, what you are going to observe, the length and the breadth will remain the same. The height is going to vary because earlier it was cube. So once you place one cube over the other cube, it will become cuboid. Then length and breadth here are same, but height is varying. Height is equal to 8 centimeters. So I am going to write the dimension of the cuboid. Now you got the cuboid. How you got the cuboid? After placing one cube over the other cube, you got the cuboid. In case of cube, all the edges will be equal. But in case of cuboid, all the edges will not be equal. So length for cuboid, what is the length? Length is 4 centimeter. What is breadth? Breadth is also equal to 4 centimeter. What is height? 4 plus 4, that is 8 centimeter. Fine. What we need to calculate? Find the surface area of the resulting cuboid. So we need to find the surface area. See, if they are specific, if they want lateral surface area, they are going to mention it. If they are not mentioning it, so understand that you need to measure the total surface area. So total surface area of a cuboid is equal to 2 into LB plus BH plus LH. Fine. Which is equal to 2 into, what is L? So L is 4. 4 into 4 plus B, what is B? 4 into 8 plus 4 into 8. Fine. 4 4s are 16. 32. Now 2 into, so 32 plus 32, so 30, 60, 70. So this 6 plus this 4, 10. So 70 plus 10, 80. 2 into 80, 160 centimeter square. So the surface area of a cuboid is equal to, therefore the surface area of a cuboid is equal to 160 centimeter square. So please note this down. So next, second question. A vessel is in the form of a hollow hemisphere mounted by a hollow cylinder. The diameter of this hemisphere is 14 centimeter and the total height of the vessel is 13 centimeter. Find the inner surface area of the vessel. See, basically the vessel is in the form of hollow hemisphere. See, this is hollow hemisphere. It is mounted by a hollow cylinder. Fine. So the vessel is in the form of a hollow hemisphere. Now the total height is 13 centimeter, and what they have given, the diameter of the hemisphere is 14 centimeter. So diameter is 14 centimeter. Then what will be the radius? Radius will be equal to 7 centimeter. Radius will be equal to 7 centimeter. Now if it is 13 centimeter, total height is 13 centimeter. So this will be radius. Radius is equal to 7 centimeter because diameter is 14 centimeter. Then radius will be equal to 7 centimeter. Now, so this will be also a radius. This is a radius. This will be equal to 7 centimeter. Then this will be equal to 7 centimeter. So if it is 7 centimeter, height of the cylinder will be 6 centimeter. Fine. Now what we need to find? We need to find the inner surface area of the vessel. So need not worry. So what we need to do? See, since it is hollow, what you are going to do, whether you are going to measure the total surface area or curved surface area, you are going to use curved surface area because it is hollow. So if one of the face is closed, we could have considered that particular area. But since it is hollow, we are going to make use of curved surface area. So now we'll write down the given data. What is given to us? It is given radius is equal to 7 centimeter. So height of the cylinder is equal to 6 centimeter. Fine. That's it. So what we need to find? The inner surface area of a vessel is equal to, so curved surface area of a cylinder plus curved surface area of an hemisphere, Fine. So why we are considering curved surface area? Because this is hollow, this is hollow. If you are not considering this particular area, then we are going to consider this. That will be curved surface area. And for cylinder also we are not considering top and bottom surface area. So only we are considering curved surface area. So that will give me inner surface area of the vessel. Okay. Now, what is curved surface area of a cylinder? 2 pi r h. Then what is curved surface area of hemisphere? 2 pi r square. Now, can I take 2 pi r common? Yes, I can take h plus r. So 2 into, unless stated, you should use pi is equal to 22 by 7. They have not stated anything. I am going to make use of 22 by 7. What is r? 7. What is h? H is 6. Plus what is r? R is 7. Now this 7 will get cancelled. 2 into 22 is nothing but 44 into 13. 13 fours are 52. Carry 5. Again 13 fours are 52 plus 5, 57. So this is equal to 572 centimeter square. So please note this down. So third question, a toy is in the form of a cone of radius 3.5 centimeter mounted on a hemisphere of same radius. The total height of the toy is 15.5 centimeter. Find the total area of the toy. So there is a cylindrical cone, and this cone is mounted on a hemisphere of the same radius. It is mounted on the hemisphere of the same radius. Now the total height of the toy is, see, they have given the radius of the cone, that is 3.5 centimeter. Fine. Now the total height of the toy is 15.5 centimeter. This is the total height. Fine. The total height of the toy is 15.5 centimeter. Find the total area of the toy. See, now, do we know the height of the cone? No. So indirectly they have given, we need to calculate it. How will we calculate it? So similar to previous question, this is the radius. This will be also equal to the radius, that is 3.5 centimeter. This will be equal to 3.5 centimeter. Then what will be the height of the cone? The height of the cone will be, so 15.5 minus 3.5. Remove 5, 15. 15 minus 3 is 12 centimeter. Any confusion here? No. Now, see, what we need to find? We need to find the total area of the toy. So total area of the toy means curved surface area of the cone plus curved surface area of the hemisphere. Curved surface area of the cone and the curved surface of the hemisphere will give me what? Will give me the surface area of the toy. Because see, this is completely covered. So will not, there won't be any difference between this and this. So the complete area I want is, this is the area I want. So we need not calculate it separately. I don't want this area. Curved surface area of the cone and curved surface area of the hemisphere will give me the total surface area of the toy. Fine. Now, so what we need to do? So we'll start with this. What is given? See, height of the cone h is equal to 12 centimeter. Radius of the cone radius of the cone, what is that, comma r, is equal to 3.5 centimeter. So do what we need, we don't want this side, we want slant height, this L we want. How will I get L? Apply Pythagoras theorem. R square plus h square will give me L square. This is R. This will form 90 degree because right circular cone. So this will be 90 degree to the base. So if it is 90 degree to the base, the opposite side will be hypotenuse. This L square will be equal to R square plus h square. That I am going to make use of. L is equal to square root of R square plus h square. I need to find slant height because in pi r L, L is there. R I know. Even in this case 2 pi r square, pi I know, r I know. Only unknown parameter is L. I need to calculate it. So what is r? R is 3.5 whole square. Plus what is h? H is 12 square. So what is 3.5 square is nothing but, so 35 square. 35 square is 1225, which is equal to 12.25. 12 square is 144. So add them. What will get? To 144, if I add 10, I will get 154, 156.25. So 4 plus 2, 6, 4 plus 1, 5. 1 as it is. So 2.25 as it is. So square root of 156.25, how we are going to calculate in the 8th standard? I think you might have studied this. See. So from this decimal, if you go to the right, 2 digits. If you go to the left, 2 digits. Okay. 1 ones are 1. 1 minus 1, 0. You need to add 1 to it. 2. So next I need to take this 56. 22 twos are 44. Fine. 6 minus 4, 2. 5 minus 4, 1. Next I need to place decimal here. I need to take 25. 225 5s are 225 5s are 5 5s are 25. 2 carry. 5 2s are 10 plus 2, 12. 1 carry. Again 5 2s are 10 plus 2, 12. That is 0. So we can conclude here 225 5s are. So this is 12.5 centimeter because all the dimensions are there in 10 centimeter. So the total surface area of toy is equal to total surface area of the toy is equal to surface area of a cone, CSA of a cone, plus CSA of hemisphere. Fine. I am going to continue here. What is the CSA of a cone? Pi RL. What is the CSA of hemisphere? 2 pi r square. So I will take pi r common out. Pi r L plus 2 r. Any confusion? Pi r I am going to take out. What is left? L is left. Here 2r is left. So 22 divided by 7. R is nothing but 3.5. 3.5 can be written as 7 by 2 into. What is L? L is, just now we calculated, that is 12.5. Plus, what is 2R? 2R is nothing but 7. Any confusion here? 7 will get cancelled. 2 1s are 2 11s are. So, which is equal to 11 into, or else I'll continue here. 11 into, after this I have continued here, 11 into 19.5. Any confusion here? So instead of 3.5, so R is 3.5. 3.5 can be rewritten as 7 by 2. 7 by 2 is nothing but 3.5. Why did I do? To simplify my calculation, that's it. So 11 5s are 55. 5 carry. 11 9 is 99. 99 plus 5, 104. 4, 10 carry. 11 1 is 11. 11 plus 10, 11 21. 214.5 centimeter square. So please note this down. So the total surface area of the toy is equal to 214.5 centimeter square. So fourth question, a cubical block of side 7 centimeter is surmounted by a hemisphere. What is the greatest diameter the hemisphere can have? Find the surface area of the solid. See, there is a cubical block. There is a cubical block. A cubical block is surmounted by a, it is placed on that particular block. It is surmounted by a hemisphere. And what they are asking, what would be the greatest diameter of that particular hemisphere? So greatest diameter that we can fix is that should be equal to the edge of the cube. So what is the edge of the cube? That is 7 centimeter. They have given it. The edge of the cube is 7 centimeter. See, so that the greatest diameter that hemisphere can have is, see, if I increase the diameter of the hemisphere further, see, if it is 8 centimeter, it will go out of this particular cubical block and it doesn't look good. So the greatest, so it can't be surmounted on this particular thing. So if I want to surmount perfectly, so then what it would be? So it would be equal to 7 centimeter. So that will be equal to the side of the cubical block, that is 7 centimeter. So what is the first answer? See. So this is the cubical hemisphere. This is the hemisphere that is surmounted on a cubical block. Now, this is the particular thing that is surmounted on a cubical block. Now, what is the first part? The greatest diameter of the hemisphere. The greatest, or else the possible greatest diameter of hemisphere is equal to 7 centimeter. Next, what we need? So we need to find the surface area of the solid. So for finding the surface area of the solid, so first we need to find the surface area of the cube, total surface area of the cube, and we need to find the surface area. So only this curved surface we are going to cover. So already I have covered this particular plot. See, if I take this, suppose this is a cubical, imagine this is a cubical box. I am surmounting a hemisphere on this particular thing. See, it is going to cover this particular thing, and this, see, if I am finding the area of this cube, means I am going to find the total, all the areas, all the face areas. But what is happening here? While doing so, I am covering the area of this. But that is not required. I need to remove this particular, because it is surmounted. I am finding the curved surface area of this particular region. So I don't want this. So for that, what we need to do, see. So surface area of the solid is equal to surface area of the solid is equal to total surface area of a cube, total surface area of the cube plus curved surface area of hemisphere minus, what is this area? I need to remove. So this will be equal to, this circular area will be equal to pi r square. I need to remove it, because if I cover this, I am covering that particular area double the time. So I don't want, because I am covering on this particular region, I am covering curved surface area. I want surface area, I don't want inner area, I want surface area. That is the reason. So in this particular surface, curved region is there. I am going to consider that. So I want this region, this region, this region. So only this part I need to remove. That is the reason I removed pi r square. So total surface area is of a cube is 6a square plus what is the curved surface area of the hemisphere? That is 2 pi r square minus pi r square, which is equal to 6a square plus pi r square. Okay. 6 into what is a? A is 7. 7 into 7 plus pi is nothing but 22 by 7 because they have not given the value for pi. So into what is r? R, see, diameter is 7, r is nothing but 7 by 2. 7 by 2. Yes or no? 7 by 2, 7 by 2. So r square. So diameter is 7, r is 7 by 2, 7 by 2. D by 2 is nothing but r. So this 7 will get cancelled. 2 ones are 2 11s. So 6 sevens are 42. 42 into 7. 42 into 7. 7 2s are 14, carry 1, 7 4s are 28, 294. So 42 into 7 is nothing but 294. I'll keep this as it is. So 11 sevens are 77 divided by 2. 11 sevens are 77 divided by 2. 2 ones are 2 3s are 6. 1 left, 17. 17 is nothing but 2 8s are 16. 1 left, 2 5s are. So 294 plus 38.5. So 4 plus 8, 12, carry 1. So you'll get confused. Carry 1. 4 plus 8 is nothing but 12, carry 1. 3 plus 9, 12 plus 1, 12, 13. Again carry 1. 2 plus 1 is nothing but 3. So 332.5 centimeter square. Understood? So it is up to you how well you have practiced. Your solution will be easier, your simplification will be easier. So the surface area of the solid is equal to 332.5 centimeter square. If you know the concept, nothing is required. Based on the concept, you can draw the diagram and you can apply the formula. So only thing, your logic, how well you are at applying the logic, that easily you can solve the problem. So please note this down. Next, fifth question. A hemispherical diffraction is cut out from one face of a cubical wooden block such that the diameter L of hemisphere is equal to the edge of the cube. Determine the surface area of the remaining block. It is very much similar to the previous question. So what we need to do, whether they have given the dimension? No, we need to give an expression which give the surface area of the remaining block. Okay, there is a wooden block and it is cubical in shape. What they are doing, they are cutting the depression, hemispherical depression, such that they are cutting the hemispherical depression. That hemispherical depression is equal to the length, so that the diameter of the hemisphere is equal to the length of the wooden block, that is L. So even diameter is equal to L. Fine. So now what is given? Diameter of this hemisphere, so they have given wooden block. In the wooden block, what they are doing, they are cutting the depression. That depression is of the hemispherical shape, and what is the diameter of it? That is equal to the length of the cube or edge of the cube, that is L. So the diameter of the hemisphere or depression, you can call, is equal to L. Next, edge of the cube or side of a cube, you can call it edge of a cube. So you call it as the edge of a cube, not side. Edge of a cube is equal to L. Next, edge of a cube is equal to L. Now, surface area of the cube. Surface area of the cube is equal to total surface area of the wooden block, total surface area of the cubical block or wooden block, cubical wooden block, plus what is that? Inner area of the inner surface area of the inner surface, I'll write it, inner surface area of the depression. Okay, now see what I'm doing here in this case. I'm in case of when I calculate the total surface area of a wooden block, I'll cover all the faces including this face. But I should remove this particular area. How can I remove? This will be equal to pi r square, that is pi, in this case pi l square by 2. Next after that, so this area, this, what is this hemisphere ka area will be equal to 2 pi r square, so that will apply. Okay, total surface area is 6a square plus inner surface area of the depression is, so this minus, so circular area of the depression, circular area of the depression, we need to remove that, because so when I calculated the surface area, total surface area of the wooden block, I have covered this one, so I need to remove it. Okay, 6a square plus inner surface area of the depression will be equal to 2 pi, because this is hollow. If it is complete, I would have covered this one also. This is hollow, that is the reason only curved part I will take, that is 2 pi r square plus, so minus, I need to remove this because I should not cover this, because so by default I had covered this particular face area, so I need only this area, this, because this we didn't cut, it is there, this surface is there, but we have removed this surface, we have taken curved surface, so that we need to include. So to eliminate that one, I need to subtract this area, that is pi r square. 6a square, 2 pi r square minus pi r square, that is pi r square. 6l square plus pi into l, r is nothing but l by 2 into l by 2. So 6l square plus pi l square divided by 4, or else if I take 4 as common out, so if I multiply the entire thing by 4, that will be equal to, if I take 4 out, 4l square, right? If I take 4l square out, it will be 24l square plus, 24 plus 5. So if I take 4 out, then it would be 24. I'll take 24 L square, so I'll take 4 L square out, because L square is common. If I take 4 L square out, this will be 24 plus 5 centimeter square. So this also will give you the relation, but if you want as per your textbook, what they have taken 4 L square outside, then what is left here? 24 will be left here, because if I take the LCM, see, to avoid the confusion, I'll tell you what to do. So I'll continue here. So 4 is there, 4 is LCM, take 4 as LCM. So nothing is there, 1 is there. If I want 4, I need to multiply the numerator by 4. So 24 L square plus. So already 4 is there, I need to multiply it 1, pi into L square. So what I do, I need to eliminate it by 4. I need to eliminate the 4. I'll multiply it with 4. 4. If I multiply the entire equation by 4, what will happen? If I take 4 and I will take L square out, 4L square, then it would be equal to, what I do, wait, what I do, I'll multiply and divide by 4. So in that case, if I multiply this with 4, this will be 4 into 24 L square plus this will be equal to 4 pi L square divided by 4. Divided by 4. Then it would be equal to, so I have multiplied with 4, I need to divide by 4. This 4 will get cancelled. Then what I do, I'll take 4L square outside. This would be equal to 24 plus 1. Multiply and divide by 4. I have multiplied with 4, I need to divide it by 4. Then it will be, didn't understand? See, what I am doing, see, once again I'll write it for you. I hope you understood what you need to take. You need to take the LCM. After this, multiply and divide the equation by 4. Okay, now 4 into 24 into L square plus 4 pi L square. I have multiplied, divided by 4. Already it is there. Again I need to divide it by 4. Okay, this is like A by B divided by C. Then it will be equal to A by B into C. So same thing I am going to write here. 4 into 24 L square plus 4 pi L square divided by 4 into 4. This will get cancelled. So if I take 4 L square outside, this will be the hint. 4 L square outside. So what is left here? 24 L square plus pi. That's it. Centimeter square. This is the final answer. So if you know everything, so I'll take 4 out. If I take 4 out, so this you need to multiply this with 24. So multiply this with 4. So 24 L square plus pi. So this is the advanced stage. Once you go through such problems, if you solve some 5-6 problems like this, so directly you can do it. Take 4 out. So then it will become 24 L square. Then it will become, since you have taken 4 out, so this 4 will come out and this will become 24 L square. This will become pi. So as of now, so go through this. I hope you understood. So we'll stop at this point. So tomorrow in the next video, we'll continue with the 6th question. So please note this down.